What if I told you can save a lot of money by getting yourself a local SIM card when going to Bonaire? Well, I just told you. In this video I will tell you everything you need to know about buying a SIM card in Bonaire, including which SIM card is the best and the packages offered in this country or territory. So let's just get started, shall we? Hi! It's Odu for Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as buying a SIM card in Bonaire. If videos like this sound interesting to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Well, you may be wondering, well, why was I hesitating saying that Bonaire is a country? Officially, it's part of Caribbean Netherlands, which is part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Anyway, you want to get yourself a SIM card there, which you actually should, even if you're coming from the European Union, and especially the Dutch viewers who are gonna watch this video. Even though Bonaire is part of Caribbean Netherlands, so Bonaire, Saba and Sint Eustatius, if pronounced correctly, they're not part of the European Union, meaning that free roaming does not apply when you go to Bonaire. So KPN, T-Mobile, Vodafone, and what's the other one, Tele2, they will just charge you standard roaming rates because, well, they can charge you standard roaming rates and don't have to adhere to the free roaming in Bonaire because it's not part of the European Union. So now that is out of the way, let's talk about the operators here in Bonaire. You have two different operators. You have Digicel and you have UTS with their mobile brand called Chippie. How much will a SIM card cost you when you are in Bonaire? If you go with Digicel, it will cost you 14 USD, where you will get 10 USD in credit. And they indeed use USD. In Bonaire, they don't use Euro or Foreign or Gulden, just USD. Whereas with UTS, it will cost you 20 USD with no starter perks. Sometimes they have some starter perks, but most of the time it's just, well, 20 USD for just the SIM card. Where can you buy a SIM card in Bonaire? Well, Bonaire is not the largest place out there, and you can actually buy it on a street called Kaya Grandi, which is in Kalendijk, on numbers 26 and 32. UTS is on 32 and Digicel is on 26. So yeah, they are almost neighbors, so you can get your SIM cards in the official stores because they only sell them there. What about SIM card registration? Well, unlike the Netherlands, you have to register your SIM card when you buy a SIM card in Bonaire, just like most places in the Caribbean. So make sure to bring your passport with you because otherwise they cannot sell you your SIM card in Bonaire. Okay, so which SIM card is the best in Bonaire? Well, I would say both operators are the best in their own way. Both have great coverage and fast speeds, but if I actually would have to select one that is better, I would probably say Chippie, because they offer free roaming in Chippieland, which are some other places in the Caribbean where Chippie is active with, which is a free feature that gets activated when you have one of their data only plans or combo plans active. So if you're planning on visiting, let's say Curaçao, Saba, St. Martin or St. Martin, so the French side as well, you may want to consider Chippie. But I will talk about Chippieland a little bit later. Okay, so what about topping up or recharging? Well, you probably want to top up when you get your SIM card because, well, especially with UTS, you get no credit at all or anything. So you can get your top-up cards starting from 3 USD all the way up to 20 or 50 if I'm correct. And then you have to use these codes in order to activate them. With Digicel, it's *141* and then the voucher code and then the pound key. And to check your balance, you will dial *102 and the pound key. With Chippie, you will dial *191, voucher code and then the pound key. And to check your balance, you will dial pound key 109 pound key. So what about coverage in Bonaire? Well, coverage is actually quite extensive. You find coverage in almost every place in Bonaire, including Klein Bonaire, which is the island on the west side of, well, Bonaire. You have coverage there as well. But if you go to Washington Slugbij National Park, coverage will be weak or no coverage at all. And the same applies to South Bonaire. Coverage is a little bit spotty or no coverage as well. So that's something to be aware of. But besides that, coverage is extensive in Bonaire with both Digicel and UTS/Chippie. Alright, so let's talk about packages. Both operators offer two different types of packages. So let's go through them. With Digicel, you have the new Prime bundles, which they released somewhere late 2020 in all Digicel markets. We get data that you can use for whatever, data for specific apps which are referred to as Digicel apps, and that's what you only get in Bonaire. In some other or most other Digicel markets you also get minutes, SMS and stuff like that. Not in Bonaire, you only get data, at least with these plans. You have 3 options, all the way up to 5 gigabytes of data. If you're wondering if you could transfer, let's say 30 gigabytes from your, I don't know, store more data, no, you cannot. It's only for that app. So yeah, that's quite sad, but it is how it is. You can also go with the quick pick bundles, which do come with minutes and SMS and also data that you can use for whatever. You also get unlimited WhatsApp messaging, which only applies to messaging, so not video calls or voice messages, so only texting. Then you can get data all the way up to 4.5 gigabytes of data with unlimited on-net minutes and on-net SMS. If you're wondering what's on-net, well, this will be Digicel Bonaire call to another Digicel Bonaire number, whereas if you would call to Chippie Bonaire or UTS Bonaire, they will be considered off-net. If you would call like to Curacao, for example, they will be considered an international call. Okay, so what about Chippie? With Chippie you have the smart combo bundles or combo plans, which are, as the name implies, combo bundles which come with data, minutes and local SMS, where you will see that I say unlimited and then say how much minutes you actually get, which is 3000. So yeah, okay, 3000 minutes is quite a lot, but it's not as, well, literally unlimited unlike some other countries around the world. So be aware of this fair use limit. If you only want data, go with the smart surf bundles where you can get data all the way up to 6000 megabytes. Alright, so I said I would explain Chippieland. Chippieland is a feature that you get if you have a Chippie SIM card, and if you have an active combo or data only plan, which you can use when you're roaming in all the Chippieland countries. And Chippieland consists of Bonaire, Curaçao, Saba, Sint Barts, Sint Eustatius, Sint Maarten on the Dutch side and Sint Maarten on the French side. When you make calls or receive calls when you are in Chippieland, you will be charged the local rates instead of, well, standard international roaming rates, which is cool, which can be very expensive. And if you use data in Chippieland, you can just use the data allowance from your data only plan or combo plan without having to get a roaming plan, which is a very cool feature. So if you're planning on visiting other places in Chippieland, so let's say Sabah or Curaçao or whatever, you may want to consider going with Chippie, because Digicel doesn't offer free roaming anymore. They used to do so, but well, they stopped doing so. So that might be one of the reasons why you can consider going with Chippie. So that's what you need to know about buying a SIM card in Bonaire. Now I want to know which SIM card you're gonna get. Are you going with UTS/Chippie or with Digicel? Let me know in the comments down below. If you plan on visiting other Caribbean nations or travel around the world a lot, I recommend you to sign up for my newsletter at btw.link/newsletter, where I will send you an Excel sheet with the best local SIM cards in over 230 destinations, which gets updated once a month, all for free. So yeah, you should really do so. And if you just want to know about buying SIM cards in the Caribbean, I have a playlist up there with all the videos that I made related to buying a SIM card in the Caribbean. Once again, I'm Otto from Phone Favorites, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as local SIM cards, local SIM card reviews, international roaming, just everything related to traveling with your phone. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Make sure to like this video, check out the cards on the screen, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.